The entire Chinese entertainment world held its breath overnight. Two names, one rumor, and a future that suddenly feels closer than anyone expected. Dylan Wang, Bai Lu. Marriage. Is this the quiet beginning of a lifelong promise, or the most powerful illusion fandom has ever believed? It started quietly, almost too quietly. No flashing headlines at first, no official confirmation, just whispers, moving faster than anyone could stop them. Suddenly, Dylan Wang and Bai Lu were everywhere. Search engines surged, fan forums exploded, comment sections turned into emotional confession rooms. For years, fans watched them share the screen with a chemistry that felt unsettlingly real. Not loud, not exaggerated, but warm, controlled, and deeply human. Every shared glance felt intentional. Every laugh lingered half a second longer than scripted. And every behind-the-scenes moment carried a softness that cameras usually fail to capture. Now, that chemistry is being re-examined under a new light. Not as acting, but as evidence. The rumor says they're no longer just close. No longer just careful, but thinking forward. Thinking seriously. Marriage. And once that word entered the conversation, there was no turning back. Fans aren't asking if anymore. They're asking when. To understand why this rumor hit so hard, you have to understand who Dylan Wang has become. Once known for his wild charisma and rebellious edge, Dylan's recent appearances tell a different story. Calmer eyes, softer smiles, a man who no longer rushes because he knows where he's standing. In past interviews, he spoke about love with clarity, not as a game, not as a temporary thrill, but as a responsibility. When I commit, he once implied, I think long-term. That sentence never left fandom memory. It simply waited. Meanwhile, Bai Lu's evolution has been just as telling. She speaks of love not as fantasy, but as partnership, security, growth, mutual grounding. Her recent interviews reveal a woman deeply aware of her own readiness. Not desperate, not rushing, but prepared. Fans noticed the shift before the rumor ever surfaced. Her laughter sounded freer, her confidence steadier, as if something or someone had given her emotional balance. And when these two timelines intersect, fans believe the result feels inevitable. What truly sets this rumor apart is not how fast it spread, but how deeply it was felt. Usually, news like this ignites chaos, denial, anger, fan wars erupting overnight. But this time, something is different. Across global fandom spaces, the dominant emotion is not resistance. It's acceptance wrapped in disbelief. Fans aren't shouting, they're whispering. If it's true, then maybe this is right. That sentence appears again and again, in different languages, across different platforms. It's rare, almost unheard of, in an industry where romantic rumors often fracture fandoms. Dylan Wang and Bai Lu seem to do the opposite. They unify, perhaps because their bond has never felt forced, never staged for attention. Their closeness feels earned, built over time, through shared pressure, shared success, and shared silence. Fans have watched them grow, not just as artists, but as people navigating an unforgiving spotlight. So when the word marriage enters the conversation, it doesn't feel reckless. It feels natural. Still, doubt lingers, because silence can protect truth or hide illusion. The Chinese entertainment industry thrives on discretion. Many couples disappear into privacy long before the public ever knows why. That's why this moment feels suspended. Balance between revelation and restraint. And fandom, for once, is choosing patience over pressure. As the days pass, fans begin to revisit moments once dismissed as ordinary. Now, they feel weighted with meaning. Work schedules that align too neatly. Public appearances that feel deliberately distant. A notable absence of reaction to rumors that once demanded denial. Everything feels guarded, measured, as if something fragile is being held between them. Something not ready for the world's noise. Dylan Wang's transformation is especially striking. The playful chaos that once defined his image has softened into quiet confidence. This isn't withdrawal, it's grounding. A man anchored moves differently, He doesn't rush explanations. He doesn't chase validation. Bai Lu mirrors that same steadiness. Her presence feels fuller, her laughter unforced. In recent interviews, her words about love feel less like theory and more like lived experience. She speaks of safety, of emotional shelter, of choosing someone who grows with you, not ahead of you. Fans notice how naturally their energies align. No need for public displays. No need for confirmation. Just consistency. And perhaps that is why fandoms, once divided, are now quietly standing together, not demanding clarity, but honoring boundaries, understanding that some milestones are meant to be protected until they're ready to stand alone. So where does this leave the story now? In a space of quiet anticipation, not fueled by obsession, but by trust. Whether this rumor unfolds into reality or fades into a chapter of speculation, Wang and Bai Lu have already reshaped the narrative. They've reminded the public that love doesn't always arrive loudly, that commitment doesn't require spectacle, and that privacy can be an act of devotion, not distance. For fans, the waiting feels different this time. Less anxious, more hopeful, because even without answers, there is something reassuring in the way this story breathes. Slow, intentional, respectful, and maybe that's why it resonates so deeply. Because in a world addicted to instant revelations, this story dares to pause. So Fandom watches, not to dissect, but to witness. And perhaps one day, without countdowns or warnings, the silence will soften into truth. Until then, this story remains suspended, gentle, powerful, and unforgettable.